Hello, I'm Emily Douglas. It's Sunday, November 20th, and this is your MaxiForex Week in Review. Today, we'll cover some of the major events of the past week and discuss how they impact the global currency markets. The British pound traded mixed during the week and increased the most in a week last Friday against the US dollar, as gains in US equities decreased demand for the US currency. The president of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, William C. Dudley, said that the U.S. central bank could act more to strengthen the economy, heightening the chance of more asset purchases. The British pound was last seen trading at 158.03, which is an increase of 0.33%. In the USA, economists at JPMorgan Chase and Co are now predicting that the GDP will rise 3% in the final quarter, which is an increase from the previous prediction of 2.5%. As investors are still trying to determine the significance that the crisis in Europe may have on the U.S. economy, data for the United States showed continuous improvement. However, the U.S. had its worst week for stocks in 2 months as traders wait to see how debt problems in Europe and the United States are tackled. For the week, the Dow fell 2.9% and the Nasdaq decreased 4%. The euro rose against the U.S. dollar on Friday after weakening during the week. The euro rose on speculation of increased measures by the European Council Bank to intervene on the debt crisis in Europe. There is increased speculation that the ECB and the International Monetary Fund will bail out some of the bigger Eurozone members. In Italy and Spain, borrowing costs eased after the European Central Bank intervened to stabilize the markets. But sentiment was bearish and fears remain that borrowing costs for both countries are not at sustainable levels. The euro was last seen trading against the US dollar at 135.22, which is an increase of 0.49%. In commodities, oil rose as the euro strengthened on speculation that the buying of Italian and Spanish bonds will hold back rising borrowing costs and curb the effect of the region's debt crisis. Crude oil climbed 1% this week, moving towards its 7th straight week gain, which is the longest run in more than 2 years. Crude oil traded mixed last week and was last seen trading at 97.67, which is a decrease of 1.27%. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this week's review and that you'll join us next week. Until then, be sure to visit us at MaxiForex.ru for all of your online trading needs. For MaxiForex, I'm Emily Douglas. Good luck and happy trading.